How did you prove wrong the commander who called you a coward? I was a specialist in Iraq, 2009, attached to a convoy security team. Our battalion commander, Lieutenant Colonel Hayes, had a reputation for being aggressive. Really aggressive. The kind of officer who thought caution meant weakness. One afternoon, we were supposed to escort supply trucks through a particularly bad section of road. Intelligence reports said there'd been 3 IED attacks there in the past week. Our route clearance team hadn't swept it yet. I was the gunner on the lead vehicle. Right before we rolled out, I noticed something wrong with our route. The map showed us going through a neighborhood that had been declared off-limits 2 days earlier due to suspected IED activity. I radioed my sergeant. We're taking the red route. That's been marked no-go since Tuesday. My sergeant checked and confirmed I was right. He called up to the lieutenant leading our convoy, who called the colonel. Hayes got on the radio himself. Negative. Intelligence is outdated. We're running that route. Move out now. I keyed my radio. Sir, with respect, that route hasn't been cleared. We should wait for EOD. There was a long pause. Then his voice came back, cold as ice. Specialist Blake, are you refusing a direct order? Sir, I'm requesting we confirm the route is safe first. It'll take 30 minutes for clearance team to sweep it. 30 minutes we don't have. These supplies are mission critical. Either you drive that route or I'll find someone with the courage to do their job. My stomach dropped. My sergeant tried to back me up, but Hayes cut him off. Blake is a coward. Remove him from the gun and get someone who isn't afraid to fight. They pulled me off the convoy. I had to stand there and watch them roll out without me, feeling like the biggest failure in the army. My entire team heard the colonel call me a coward over the radio. 15 minutes later, the lead vehicle hit an IED in the exact spot I'd been worried about. The explosion flipped the truck. 3 soldiers injured, 1 critically. The convoy had to stop while medevac helicopters came in. That's when insurgents attacked from the buildings. A classic ambush setup. Our guys were pinned down, taking heavy fire, waiting for backup. I was standing in the TOC when the calls came in. Without thinking, I grabbed my gear and ran to the quick reaction force vehicles. The QRF team was mounting up and I jumped in. Blake, you're not assigned to this mission, the staff sergeant said. That's my team out there. I'm going. We rolled out within 5 minutes. When we got to the ambush site, it was chaos. The colonel's vehicle was disabled, taking fire from 3 directions. Hayes was pinned down behind an engine block, his driver unconscious. Our QRF vehicle pulled up and I was back on the gun. I laid down covering fire while our guys moved to pull the wounded out. Took out 2 insurgent positions myself. Then I saw Hayes trying to drag his driver to safety but taking fire every time he moved. I climbed down from the gun, ran through open ground while bullets were hitting dirt around me, and helped him carry the driver back to cover. Got them both loaded into our vehicle and provided cover while the rest of the convoy extracted. The whole thing took maybe 10 minutes, but it felt like hours. Back at base, Hayes called me to his office. I figured I was getting written up for joining an unauthorized mission. Instead, he stood up when I entered and extended his hand. Blake, I was wrong. You weren't being a coward earlier. You were being a good soldier. I should have listened. He put me in for an Army Commendation Medal for the rescue. But more importantly, he changed how our battalion handled route clearance. Started actually listening when soldiers raised safety concerns. Turned out proving you're not a coward doesn't mean taking stupid risks. Sometimes it means having the guts to say no to a bad order, then having the courage to go back and save the guy who called you out anyway.